Organization skills. Ferguson. Career skills library. Principles of time management. Present-day workplace demands differ greatly from the traditional requirements. Now, you are required to handle multiple aspects of each job. You need to possess the skill to effectively organize and manage your time in order to be successful at the modern workplace. Keeping in mind the downsizing of the companies in recent years, time management is a crucial skill that is high in demand. Companies look for individuals who are more organized and highly skilled at time management. In addition, organizing your time will also lead to how successful you can be. If you still lack the much-needed organization skills, then you need to do it on priority basis. First of all, you need to identify the areas that are least organized in your life. For instance, your overcluttered desk is one of the major reasons for your disorganization. You need to address this issue at once, because if you take into account the Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. May have a domino effect on your problem. You will end up in complete chaos where nothing gets done at the end of the day. Organizing your time means to do not leave things till the very last minute, which will result in procrastination, and it will ultimately lead to be late. Organizing deftly brings 5 crucial changes that improve your work-life's quality, making you an asset for your company. You effectively prioritize your tasks and chores, which can be attained through effective time management. You become more punctual, and this allows you to have more time instead of experiencing the opposite. When all of your work gets done on time, it reduces stress. It also encourages you to be more selective regarding the jobs you take up. Organizing your activities will take some of your time, but in the end it will leave you with more time. Managing your schedule. Scheduling your tasks is an essential tool for organizing your time and meeting your deadlines. You may possess all the skills to execute the task assigned to you, but your expertise is useless if you are unable to meet your deadlines. So if you are a part of some project, you need to do each part of that project in a prompt manner. Whether you are a student or an employee, submitting your work on time is as important as its quality. Producing quality work and meeting your responsibilities within a set time period can only be achieved through systematic organization and step-by-step time management. There are 4 major steps that can help you manage your time and work skillfully. Step 1. First of all, make a detailed inventory of how you spend your time. Step 2. Make a schedule in the form of a to-do list. Step 3. After that, you need to arrange your activities priority-wise. Step 4. Finally, organize and arrange these activities in the form of a weekly schedule. However, it won't be of any use if you lose time and yourself within too many lists. It is important that you single out a neatly written and legible to-do list and place it where you can view it easily. List your errands, chores and any other assignments that need to be fulfilled. You can also state your long and short-term goals on this list. For making most of your day, you can create personal deadlines throughout the day. You can draw up a weekly schedule for making these increments of your days. A daily to-do list is also quite effective in incrementing your tasks. Quality in terms of time management means to eliminate the mistakes, doing things without wasting any time, giving back what is expected from you, and accomplishing the task or finishing the projects on a timely basis. Eliminating time wasters. There are many things that take up a lot of precious time when you can be most productive. Even though you have planned well and have a well-established schedule in front of you, there are many unforeseen disturbances that can make your schedule go haywire. This is where you need to be really vigilant. Everyone has equal hours in the day, but to be in the league of the successful ones, you need to manage and control your time effectively. Apart from planning and scheduling, you also need to eliminate all the time wasters in your life. You need to be watchful about various time wasters like unwanted phone calls, which are of three types, that is, essential calls on which immediate action is required, time-limited calls which are important but can be handled quickly in as less time as possible, and unimportant calls which can be ignored. Another type of time wasters is the chatty colleagues. Casual chatting with your colleagues or coworkers can give you no harm, but indulging in longer conversations can lead to a lot of time wastage. There are many little things like these that can gobble up big chunks of your time and leave you with the feeling that time just slipped by and you weren't able to achieve your goals and complete your tasks. To get more out of your day, you can utilize the little blocks of time that you have at your hand. You can use your commuting period, your waiting period prior to the doctor's appointment, and many such blocks where you have nothing else to do. You can use these segments to catch up on the reading or research or some other such tasks that doesn't require you to be at your desk or at a particular place. Determine your peak timings when you are most energized. Make sure that the most difficult and important tasks are managed during this time. Design your schedule accordingly. Also work out your errands and how you are going to do them so that it saves you endless trips and prevent you from wasting time on geographical areas. It is important that you learn to say no to yourself and to others as well. It includes the unimportant calls, other temptations, and chatty coworkers who are not reluctant to interrupt and waste your time. It's quite alright if you tell them firmly that you are busy. They can either wait or take their matters to someone else other than the case of an emergency. The pitfalls of procrastination. It is very easy to procrastinate and leave things for a later time, especially if there is a flexible schedule. However, the problem is that their work gets delayed continuously with this mindset, and you end up with a lot to do at the last moment. Quality, quantity, and the deadline, everything is compromised. A procrastinator always has many excuses for his or her behavior. Usually, the main reason people delay and put off their work is because they find it difficult or challenging. For example, a student who dislikes the subject of mathematics may procrastinate and put off his homework in favor of a program he wants to watch on television. Another reason which leads to procrastination is the need for perfectionism. To avoid failing at being perfect, people find ways to delay their projects and tasks. Workplace environment also plays a key role in the procrastinating attitude of employees. Some of your tasks may require you to work on them in a perfect manner, while other tasks do not need to be delivered in a perfect manner, so all you need to do is to quickly completely without any procrastination. Remember that nothing in our world is perfect, and there is always room for some improvement. When they feel unappreciated or discriminated, they tend to procrastinate as a result of their anger or hostility to get even with their teacher or boss. Some people underestimate themselves and don't feel that they are capable of doing something and try putting off things till the very last moment. Although when faced with something new and unknown, everyone finds themselves overwhelmed, but procrastination is not the right solution. Sometimes people also feel like they cannot complete a project that is assigned to them because they let it down because of their own skills and abilities to be incapable of completing the project, and thus they put that project off. You need to take control of your time and handle the projects no matter what the reason is. You can begin by taking up the project that you have been delaying for some time and break the task into smaller chunks. When you divide your project into smaller segments or break it down into small steps, it helps you achieve the project's goals more quickly and easily. The whole task may seem too intense, but the division makes it achievable. It is advisable to set a deadline for each of the segment or the step to make steady progress. You also need to sort out your priorities. Even though you may love doing something, but it may not be something that you need to do first. So set your priorities and plunge in the highest priority project without wasting any time. Once your top priority task is fulfilled, give yourself the deserving praise and bask in the glory and satisfaction of completing that task. When working on any task, remember that it is not possible for any human being to achieve perfection. Instead of focusing on setting the bar too high, concentrate on completing your work. Completing your project timely leaves you with enough time to review your project and eliminate any mistakes. Work steadily towards developing new habits that would prevent procrastination. Organizing your workplace. It is very important to maintain and organize your work area as it directly affects your efficiency. A clean workplace plays a key role in the success of a project. If your workplace is cluttered and messy, it would pose a great difficulty in retrieval of important documents and files, which will lead to undue stress. So as said earlier, you need to be selective. Whether it is paper clutter or the one on your computer desktop, it needs to be sorted through for being proficient and productive at work. Organization is even important online and extends to your inbox. The paper clutter can be sorted by employing a 3-tier filing system. The first tier is for the essential items that need your immediate attention and need to be completed on priority basis. The second level is for the documents and papers related to the projects with lower importance. Here you can file away the things and projects that you need to come back to later. The third level usually contains things that are no more of importance and may keep as a reference, like the completed project. Everything else is just trash and should be eliminated at once. It includes all the junk mail, catalogs, etc. Some people may have their desk filled up with notes for various things and it may seem like they are very well organized. However, too many notes can also create a chaos and you won't be able to find the required note amongst the jungle of notes. Whether it is your physical workspace or electronic inbox, you need to have them arranged in a well-organized manner, and any less important or unimportant should be taken care of. Restore the order to your life by eliminating all the extra notes and storing the information elsewhere if they are not needed immediately to avoid getting overwhelmed by them. It becomes even more important to be organized and disciplined if you are working from home. Whether it is your desk or your computer desktop, be minimalistic when it comes to organization. Keep only the things of utmost importance on your desk or desktop. A comfortable seating arrangement, a corkboard, and an inbox are the necessary items to have with you at your home office. Stay away from time wasters and maintain regular working hours. Avoid television, unwanted phone calls and even the urge to nap in the afternoon. Stick to the lunch break and keep everything organized and clean. Sort out your inbox and make files and folders for every project and store information accordingly. In short, keep your desk, your files and your inbox organized for a more effective working strategy. 7 Secrets of Better Time Management. Most of the people today believe in multitasking and they are more productive than ever before. However, there are very few who pause to consider what their actions are really yielding for them. Is all the hard work actually satisfactory, and is it helpful in achieving the goals that you really want to achieve? One of the most important rules of getting organized is to not cram so much on your schedule that you have no time left for your personal goals. Scheduling too many activities into your weekly schedule is not a good idea, as anything can go wrong within that period. It is important to leave some breathing space so that you can manage effectively even if things do not go according to the plan, and dedicate at least 10% of your time in accordance to Murphy's Law, so you do not need to overschedule yourself. For effective time management, you need to write down everything, as cannot trust your memory, and put the specific task on your to-do list. Also determine how the specific task needs to be prioritized. Do not focus on perfection, but make sure that you are completely dedicated and producing quality work so that you won't end up wasting time on doing it again. Write down your schedules. The concrete format influences you to follow it more than the one in your thoughts and mind. Make sure everything, including your files, notes, stationery and even your online data, is in its designated place. It helps you work more systematically and it prevents you from losing important data, and you can also find it easily when needed. Whether you are a student, an employer or an employee or simply working from home, it is essential to practice self-discipline if you want to be more productive. Monitor yourself vigilantly. Avoid time wasters, avoid afternoon naps, refrain from watching television apart and do not procrastinate, no matter what challenges you may have to face. Although, it is essential to produce top-quality work, manage your time effectively and achieve your goals, but it is equally important to dedicate some time to yourself and include some leisure time in your schedule. What we learned. What was the core message that we got from this book? Time management is a crucial skill that is high in demand. It reduces stress and improves your personal and professional life. Producing quality work and meeting your responsibilities within a deadline can only be achieved through systematic organization and step-by-step time management. Everyone has equal hours in the day, but to be in the league of the successful ones, you need to manage your time effectively. To get more out of your day, utilize the little blocks of time that you have at your hand, like waiting at the doctor's or commuting. Completing your project timely leaves you with enough time to review your project and eliminate any mistakes. It is very important to maintain and organize your work area as it directly affects your efficiency. It is important to be organized and disciplined when working from home. Stay away from time wasters and maintain regular working hours. One most important rule of getting organized is not cram so much on your schedule that you have no time left for your personal goals. Don't focus on perfection, but make sure that you are completely dedicated and producing quality work and won't have to redo it. Write down your schedules. The concrete format influences you to follow it more than the one in your thoughts and mind.